today. As a parent, I feel like our kids teach us so many things. A few weeks back, our family was hanging out in the kitchen, and our infant, Paul, was sitting in his baby seat and began to cry after being asleep for a while. And what started out as kind of a tiny whimper quickly moved into a wail, maybe a medium wail, and then escalated into almost like a siren scream after about 15-20 seconds. Anybody who's been near the retreat house in the last couple days can identify with what that might sound like. So I went and picked him up, and of course, after about 5-10 seconds, it slowly dissipated, and he's cooing and giggling and happy as can be by the time I sat down. And later on, I was looking at him and just thinking about that experience, that transformation that occurred. And I just said aloud to no one in particular, it's funny, all he really wanted was just to be held. And Grace said, well, sometimes I want to be held. And Rosie chimed in, sometimes I want to be held too. And then Carrie, that's my wife, said, I love being held. And James, who's near her, said, I love being held too. And I would imagine if Trinity, who was upstairs, asleep at the time, if she were awake and fully able to express herself, she would have said, I love being held too, because she does. And on some level, all of us here, we all love being held. We enjoy the closeness of another person and the security that that brings. Holding one another implies an acceptance of loving and being loved in return. And so for you, Seth, and for you, Kathleen, perhaps this metaphor of holding one another is to be considered today. That's really why we're here, to celebrate the two of you understanding, accepting, and supporting one another in marriage. We celebrate you being there intimately for each other during the moments of joy and laughter and the moments of sorrow and pain. The invisible cloak that O'Donohue speaks of, binding you through each other's daily triumphs and struggles. We celebrate you not only following in love, but staying in love, and reawakening to the reality of that new love and the change that it brings throughout your life's journey. How cool is that, what we all get to celebrate here today for you? And finally, I'd like to close with a piece of advice shared with me on my wedding day. And the advice was, be sure to remember and use these 3 phrases in your marriage. I love you. I'm sorry. I forgive you. And from my own experience, I would add a 4th, and that is thank you. Simply being mindful of each other, finding ways to be grateful for each other's presence can be the greatest gift to one another. So we thank you, Kathleen and Seth, for the gifts that you are to each of us, and for the love that you share and celebrate today. It is truly a blessing. Benacht. And now, are you ready to exchange vows? Okay. Kathleen and Seth have chosen to write their own vows. So Kathleen, I invite you to share your vows with Seth at this time.
Seth. We have often jokingly referred to the first period of time we dated as round 1. When we reconnected and started dating again, it became round 2. Today, as I choose you to be my husband, we begin round 3. Falling in love with you has been an amazing experience. You are so many good things: kind, thoughtful, adventurous, motivating, affectionate, and accepting. With you, I don't have to pretend to be anything else than other than who I am. I'm able to express myself without fear of being judged or rejected. Your love strengthens and uplifts me. Being with you just makes me incredibly happy. I'm so thankful that you have chosen me too. During round 3, I promise to appreciate you and to always hold you in the highest regard. I promise to respect you, to be patient and loving toward you, and to savor our time together. I promise to keep myself open to you, to let you know my innermost fears, hopes, and dreams, and to recognize that yours are no less important than my own. I promise to encourage and support you, to laugh with you, and to comfort you in times of sorrow and struggle. I promise to love you when life seems easy and when it seems hard, when our love is simple and when it is an effort. I promise to love you without reservation and with my whole being. These things I promise to you today and all the days of our lives.
And Seth, I now invite you to share your vows with Kathleen at this time.
Kathleen, I vow to be your friend, lover, and partner in marriage, to support and encourage you through all of life's decisions and events, to honor and respect your individuality, and to maintain a relationship of equality and mutual respect, to always be honest and to listen, to make sure we experience everything the world and our marriage has to offer us, to wake every morning thankful to have you as my partner in life, and to make sure you feel loved and adored each day. We will build a home that is compassionate to all, full of respect and honor for others and each other. May our home be forever filled with peace, love, happiness, and really, really great music. These things I promise you today and all the days of our lives. Kathleen, you're the most compassionate, thoughtful, selfless person I've ever met. You make me laugh when I feel like I don't want to. You are patient with me. And I thank you for agreeing to be my partner in life. I've never felt so content until I met you. I'm so excited for the rest of our life together.
Woo! Aren't they lovely? May we have the rings, please? Seth, place this ring on Kathleen's finger and repeat after me. Kathleen, I give you this ring as a daily reminder of my love for you.
Kathleen, I give you this ring as a daily reminder of my love for you.
Kathleen, please place this ring on Seth's finger and repeat after me. Seth, I give you this ring as a daily reminder of my love for you.
Seth, I give you this ring as a daily reminder of my love for you.
You have made your marriage vows to one another, witnessed by your friends and family. You have sealed your vows with the giving and receiving of these rings. So now, by the power vested in me, I pronounce you husband and wife and invite you to kiss one another.
Yeah.